Are you looking for a great dive watch with a price tag that doesn't make your heart skip a beat? Well, this might just be the one for you. Now, to get right into the specs, the Orient Kamasu 2 sports an impressive 22 joule automatic in-house movement. This movement is called the caliber F6922 or F6922, and it needs a service every 7 years. The accuracy is -15 to +25 seconds a day, which is very good for the price range, and it has a 40-hour power reserve, meaning once fully wound, it maintains its timekeeping for 40 hours without needing to be touched, wound, or anything. It sports an impressive 200 meters of water resistance with a screw-down crown, so it is safe to both fully submerge and dive with it. It also has a scratch-resistant flat sapphire crystal, which makes it nigh indestructible, as well as the case and stock oyster bracelet, being the industry standard 316L stainless steel. This is nothing overly amazing, but it is better than most in the price range, with a mix of brushing and polishing. The bracelet includes micro adjustments for changing sizes throughout the day. Also, given the obvious vintage diver aesthetic, this watch would look fantastic on any vintage style tropic or waffle rubber strap. It has a 120 click unidirectional bezel made of aluminium, also known as aluminum, and comes in a large range of many dial colours with nice gradient effects. Now, it is 41.8mm, but with a conservative 46.8mm lug to lug, so it doesn't wear too big, and can of course work on smaller wrists, as well as large. As well as this, it is 12.8mm thick, meaning that it doesn't wear too big and doesn't look like a plate on your arm. Now for the history. Orient is a Japanese watch manufacturer founded in 1950 by Shogoro Yoshida. The company started as an independent watch manufacturer, specifically of wristwatches, in the aftermath of World War II, and throughout the 60s and 70s it continued to expand its product line and introduce several notable watches, including the King Diver and the World Diver. In the 80s, the company began focusing on mechanical watches, which became a hallmark of the brand, and in the 90s, Orient faced a stiff competition from the quartz watch industry, which of course became more popular due to low costs, low maintenance, and high accuracy. Despite this, Orient continued to produce mechanical watches, and in 1999, the company introduced the first Japanese mechanical watch with a power reserve indicator. In 2001, Orient was acquired by Seiko Epson, a subsidiary of the Seiko Group, which allowed the company to expand its product line and distribution network. In 2004, Orient introduced its first mechanical chronograph, the Orient Star Retrograde, which was well received by watch enthusiasts, and in 2017, the Orient Kamasu was released, being one of their most successful watches, along with the Bambino, see the video on that soon, due to its high specifications in a good looking watch at such an affordable price. The Orient Kamasu 2 is a very slightly improved version of the original Orient Kamasu, and is, at least in my opinion, one of, if not the current best diver on the market for such a low price tag. Now, for my personal review, I'll start by saying that the Orient Kamasu is pretty damn nice for the price tag. Under £200 for a well finished case, lovely gradient dial, and a bracelet with both brushing and polishing. It has a movement that's extremely good for the price, outdoing things like Seiko 5 and the Seiko Presage for a lower price, as well as the fact it is of course in-house by Orient, which is always a very nice thing to see. It can also work as a daily watch, a sport watch, of course a diving watch because that's what it is, and with a sapphire crystal it's safe in most situations. The watch also wears very comfortably, and the clasp is very simple but works just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And as well as the bracelet, it can also work very well on Oyster Flex bracelets or rubber bracelets, I call them Oyster Flex, which gives it a bit more variety and a bit more wear, which is something you'd like in a watch. And lastly, and oh my god, is this a lovely thing, I can't believe that the Tissot PRX doesn't have it, but it has micro adjustments. Micro adjustments are so lovely, both to get the perfect fit and also just to change throughout the day, because of course your wrists expand and contract throughout the day, so they change very slightly. Overall, I'd say it's an amazing watch, and is one of the best divers for the price range, in my opinion, beating things such as the Seiko 5 and obviously the Casio Duro. Not only is it a good automatic movement that is in-house, but it's also got good overall specs, a timeless design, a brand with good history, and a lovely range of dials. Anyways, that's all I have time for, so thanks for watching to the end, and if you want more similar content, subscribe. Don't forget to watch this video of the Tiffany PRX on screen, and look out for more future videos. I'm going for 100 subs by the end of August, and I'd love you to be one of them. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Good day.